What's going on, everybody? George from Good Used Goods. Figured I'd bring you a short video of a garage sale haul. It was a big town-wide garage sale in a town called Kilworth, and it's quite the event. Just to have a garage sale here, you're supposed to pay $5 towards the community, and it's insane. There's usually 300-400 houses every time in this community that does this garage sale, and they're all $350,000+ homes, $350 being on the cheaper end. So there's always great stuff, it seems, and people get rid of it for cheap. Cleaned house on board games, mostly going to be obviously Amazon FBA stuff, but I'll go through it. We got Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. It's about an $18 game used. Quirkle, and I picked that up for $1. Quirkle, this was basically like new. They said they never used it. It looked complete. Again, another $1 game I paid for it, and Quirkle's about a $15 game, so that's a good one to pick up. Picked up a DS. It ran me more than I wanted to. It was $20. Again, these are all Canadian prices, but still all bundled out with a game. Send it to Amazon. It works. There's no charger, but I got spare chargers for it. Battle of the Sexes. It was actually new. They wanted $5. I got it for $2.50. It had plastic wrap on it, but it was half ripped. But the game contents, I'll show you guys, are factory sealed. So they don't, Battle of the Sexes isn't a huge selling game, it only brings about $15. It's $15 to $18. It's got a bit of a higher sales rank, but when it's factory sealed like that, I don't have to go through the pieces, and it only cost me a couple bucks. I can't really say no to it. Speakeasy, this is about a $25 one. I've sold them before. That was $2 I picked that up for. They're a pain to go through, there's way too many cards. Any cranium does good. I got this for $2. I grabbed it off a whim. It looks fairly good, like it has all the pieces. Yeah, anything cranium, they always have crazy sales ranks. I haven't even looked this one up yet. I've never sold it before. If it brings any crazy money, I'll make a little video and let you guys know. I've sold this before. It's an old vintage Milton Bradley game called Hangman. You get about $25 for those. It's kind of a pain also to go through. There's a lot of little pieces in it. A tip too, if you guys get games and they put elastics around them, take them off, because what happens, it starts to bend in the corners and it wears them out, and collectors don't like that. Masterpiece game, again, they tape it too, and if they ever tape it, just cut in there. I've said it in other videos, leave the tape on, because you don't want to, if it's going to come off, which is coming off alright, but if it's going to come off and it's going to rip all the artwork off it, really, like it did there, you're better off to just cut it. This game's not worth that much. I'll show you what it kind of does. But yeah, see that? You don't want that to happen. If it's a really expensive game, collectors hate that. Masterpiece, again, it should sell pretty good. It seemed fairly complete. So that one does good. Put a lot of work for myself. These always do good for me. The Trivial Pursuit subsidiary card sets. Baby Boomers one is about a $30 one. And then Genius 2 edition, which I got both of those $1 each, is again about another $25 one last I checked on Amazon. That was a few months ago though, so it might have changed. Again, these are all US or all Canadian prices, so if you kind of know the conversion, maybe I'll leave a little annotation in the bottom kind of showing you what the US conversion is. Picked this up, nice Game Boy Color. It's got some crappy sticker residue on the back, we'll have to clean that up. The lights seem to work and everything. I threw some batteries in it and tested it. So that's another $25 there. There's a couple bucks. Zelda Wii Sword and Shield. I haven't looked this up yet, but I mean anything Zelda for the Wii. This new, I probably should fetch at least $20 I would assume. $15, we'll have a look at it and see. Haven't looked it up quite yet. This was new, it was all factory sealed on the inside, so obviously I grabbed it, Plants vs. Zombies. Again, this is about a $25 game. Used, new, it would have done a lot better. Bonkers, I've sold a few of these. I get about $20 for them as well. This one's a little more beat up, the corner's missing. So I'll probably ask, I'm going to have to go through it, make sure this one's complete. It was only $1, but I'll probably end up only getting, $10-12 for it. But in the grand scheme of things, whatever, it's still a profit. Again, another $1 game, Jeopardy. These actually do pretty good. I sit on them for a while, but when they sell, I get upwards of $40 sometimes, so not a bad one to grab. Win or lose draw. I sold a few of these, same thing, it's about a $15 or so game. Kind of neat, it's like Pictionary in a way. Scavenger hunt, which hey, that's us scavenging for stuff. It's an older game. I don't know what it's worth yet. I haven't even looked it up. It looks like an early 80s game, or a late 80s game, early 90s game. Which, watch out for the late 80s, early 90s games seem to do really good. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a $30+ game. Again, that was another dollar. Here's the other bonkers one. This one's actually already wrapped. This one came from an auction a while ago. I think I had it in one of my other videos. Side. Again, Cranium. Watch for the Cranium games. There's $35 used for the original Cranium. This is the Canadian edition, obviously. Little flag there. But Craniums. Watch any of the Craniums. Watch for. So I got mostly board games. I got a few video games. This game was in the DS. It's just pop cutie. It's probably not worth much. Lego Star Wars. You know, probably get $10 for it. Mario Kart, probably the same thing. $10-12. Same thing, $12. $18-20 for Mario Party 8, Zelda Twilight Princess about $18, Star Wars Lego about $10. Paid a couple bucks for each one of these, so it worked out pretty good. They might go in the video game collection, we'll see. Because I do have all of them but Mario Party 8, so I might keep Mario Party 8. And then if you guys don't know this, I didn't come across a lot of them. I only came across one. Nerf guns. This is an electronic one, and if you do buy them, try and make sure they have the clip. Even better if they have the ammo that goes with the clip. I don't. Well, this one's a bubble one. I'm not sure how it works. It sprays wet darts or something. But yeah, it goes in. It's battery powered. I have no idea. I think it's a Super Soaker Nerf gun. Anyways, Nerf guns, they go really good. People like to play Nerf, and then the other reason they sell good is cosplay. Try and put that in your search or your keywords, because a lot of those cosplay guys, and you know, they go to all the comic events and they dress up all crazy. They buy these guns, they paint them all up, they add things to them to make them look real cool. So if you're ever selling these, include cosplay. Even when they're broken, they can still sometimes sell. Ones to watch out for are like the Nerf Strikers, or the really big Nerf rifles with the scopes on them do really good. And the ones that shoot the round discs, they're about 3-inch round discs. Those ones do really good too. I've never sold one that shoots water, a Super Soaker one like this one. Nor have I ever seen one, and it's electric, so I'll look it up. But I mean, I bet I still pull over $20 for that. If it ends up being worthless, though, I'll make a quick video for you guys and say not buy this Nerf gun. But I highly doubt it. It's pretty unique. It's Nerf. It'll probably sell. Again, though, when you're looking them up, look up cosplay stuff. And then I got a few things I can show you from the auction. I got more stuff, but it's just a couple small things. Picked up some couple bar mirrors, and they were only like $3 a piece. So I got a small Southern Comfort one, and then an even smaller Southern Comfort one, which is, they're both pretty cool. You know, I'd probably throw them in, like, if I get an antique booth again or something, or throw them on Kijiji for $15-20 a piece. Or Craigslist, type in like man cave, bar room, stuff like that. They usually like those kind of things. And then the last thing I got, we'll have to move the camera over, is an old sewing machine that I'm going to be restoring. So I'll make a video about restoring that. So we'll get right back to it and I'll show you the sewing machine I got. Alright guys, there it is. The old sewing machine. I'll open it up for you in a sec. So let me pan the camera up and probably zoom out a bit. Mind the books, because those are all from that book locker. I'm still sourcing through them. Actually, the books on the right hand side on that first shelf are all worthless ones. The other shelf are ones I got to go through. Then I fill that shelf up, get rid of the worthless ones. Anyways, here's the sewing machine. It's a foot pedal one. It's really old. I believe it was a seamstress. Anyways, I'll get it open. I'll show you what it looks like. We'll zoom back in so you can see it when it opens up. So basically it's chain driven. To open it, when you lift it, a chain pulls there and pulls the old sewing machine up, and it goes down like that. It still works, still moves up and down the needle, very nice and freely too, which is a good thing to watch for. You don't want to get them seized. And the ones with this sort of Art Nouveau or Art Deco, I'm not even sure the year, but I gotta look it up. Design bring more money though, like with all the gold trimming and stuff. And then this opens up as well. You have where you hold everything. And then down below is the foot pedal and stuff. But I'll get you in a little closer to this so you guys can get a better look of what it actually looks like. Okay, so there's a little bit of a closer shot of the actual sewing machine. And as I was saying, you want to watch for that kind of gold trimming and really nice design on it. That's sort of what people look for. This isn't an electrical one, this is a foot pedal one. So if I zoom out and bring the camera down, there is the foot pedal. So you push that foot pedal up and down. See if I can kind of hold the camera and reach this. So you push this up and down, and that spins that gear right there, which turns a pulley which goes all the way up to the back of that sewing machine there, and then it spins that. Everything moves freely. Now what you want to watch for when you're buying these sewing machines too is right underneath that round part where the needle goes in and out, there's something called a bobbin. It's a small round thing. They're really hard to find. People don't like the aftermarket cheap Chinese ones, they like the original ones. So watch for those. I'll readjust the camera here and I'll get it set up and I'll remove that part to show you kind of what you're looking for when you're looking for a bobbin. So your bobbin will either be under a plate like this, if it's an old Singer, usually it's a plate that goes this way. So the plate just slides out, and then basically right underneath here there'll be a small round part that thread goes. And if you just stick your finger in behind here, I can feel it here, it's just a big round piece. I'll bring the camera underneath and show too. Singers though, if you move them this way, you can usually see it, it's just a round piece, thread goes in. Same with, a lot of times these are missing too. Don't lose these plates if you do have them. It adds value to it. They're next to impossible to find for some sewing machines. This one's actually out of the Eaton Centre in Toronto, which was a very famous mall that's closed down now. So I'm hoping that adds some value to this one. Real quick too, one of the other things I want to mention about these old sewing machines, I guess I realized I didn't talk much about the value. So this one I picked up for $25 at an auction, and restored it should bring 300 plus. I thought it was crazy. I never knew much about sewing machines until a few weeks ago I picked up a Singer at a garage sale for 20 bucks, same sort of design. Singer's a little bit better than Seamstress. Singer's kind of like the Cadillac of sewing machines and what you want to look for. But I listed it for 300, said I don't think it's going to sell, this is insane. It was from the 30s, and it was actually an electric one. And sure enough, within 4 days, someone came out, they bought it, $225, no questions asked, turned it on real quick, said I love it, I'll take it. So I kind of dove in and started researching it and kind of finding good values. So this all refinished, yeah, should, because it's in a nice working condition, bring 300 plus. You know, this kind of stuff I'm not going to refinish. That kind of almost adds to it. People like that sort of rustic look. The table though is going to get all scuffed down and restained and stuff like that, and the chain re-oiled and the gears underneath. So I'll kind of make a video about how I do that with furniture. I know not everyone's into flipping furniture and restoring it. I like doing it because honestly it's just something to tinker with. I love tinkering with things. It's like a bit of a hobby. So we'll shoot another video and I'll show you kind of how we restore this, hopefully in the coming weeks or whenever I get to it. I got to finish getting through all those books first. But yeah, don't pass these up. They're usually undervalued, especially at garage sales, even sometimes auctions. You get people that don't know a lot about them. They just think it's heavy and they don't want to move it, which it's heavy. These sewing machines weigh a lot. But yeah, don't always pass them up, because I mean for $200-300 bucks for some of them, it's pretty wild. I even sold a tabletop Singer that was a little newer. It was a cream sort of green color. And even something like that I should be able to bring quick 80 bucks for. Which isn't a lot, but when you're only $5 into it, turning 5 into 80 isn't too bad at all, and it's cash in hand. It's not dealing with eBay or anything like that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see, or give a thumbs up or thumbs down if you didn't. Leave a comment, and we'll be back with another video hopefully soon. Bye.